Today we are rebuilding at Heidenheim, the club that have done the near impossible, getting promoted from the 4th division to the 1st division in under 10 years. And now they are in the Bundesliga and even in the Europa Conference League after a great season last year. However, this season they are in trouble as they are sitting in the playoff position, the relegation playoff position to be fair. So they are third from bottom in Germany in the first Bundesliga. And that is the moment where we are stepping in, taking over this Heidenheim side and transforming them into not only the best team in Germany, but the best team in Europe. Looking at this squad, we have a few older players like goalkeeper Müller, who is already 33, 74 rated. But then again, a few talents like Kretzig, like Vanna, who are both on loan to us. So if we want to sort that situation out, if we want to bring them in on permanence, then we have to do that. We have 3 transfers per season. And yes, no other rules. Sivatse is the striker. He's also already 30 years old. The midfield is fine for now. The defense, yes, will also get on with age, especially Mainka and, as I said, Müller, the keeper. I want to try something a little bit different here at Heidenheim, going with the tiki-taka play style. It is overpowered, that is at least what they say, and we are trying it out firsthand today. I've then also gone on and set up a youth academy network. Uwe Dreyer, a 4-star, 5-star scout, I've bought him and sent him to Germany. That though means we only got 6 million in our budget, that is before selling any players. We've already found a couple of good talents, but most of them are 13, and that is a problem right now. However, what we have done as well is clearing out the club. Paul Czernut, Stefan Schimmer, Adrian Berg, Manon Busch, Matthias Onzak, Thomas Keller. We have all been sold, and then we've also made a couple of loan moves. We have generated quite a bit of money with that. To be precise, we have 18 million in our budget right now, which is a good budget, a good chunk of money. First off, we actually go in for a couple of players that are on loan to us from Bayern Munich, both of them. The first one being Franz Kretzig, a left midfielder, coming in for 3 million from Bayern. The second one is the probably more talented one, a Cam, from the same club. He's only 18. It is Paul Vanna joining us for 4 million this time. As our final player for season number 1, we go in for a new left back now. From the Czech League. From Slavia Prague, it is Elhaji Malik Diouf joining us. He's 73 rated and he joins us for 6 million. So nothing really has changed in the starting 11 apart from Diouf, who comes in at the age of 19. As I said, 73 overall. Vanna is a permanent player and Kretzig as well. 1871 and 2168 rated. Kretzig has to do a lot of work still, and I'm also converting Cienza to a right midfielder right now. In terms of what I expect this season, I'm not sure. I hope we do better than Heidenheim in real life, and also a decent result in the Conference League would be great. So what I have done is certainly looked for defenders, and that is what I found. A whole list with one player who is old enough, actually, in Paul, to get promoted to the senior. End of season 1, and we have finished in 16th position on 29 points, which is not great. Only 8 wins out of 34 games. We will play a relegation playoff, which we are going to lose on penalties in 2 legs. We have lost the first one at home, won the second one at Schalke, but we lose out and get relegated to the second Bundesliga. That is a shame. The DFB Pokal goes to Bayern over Hoffenheim. Here we've been knocked out in round 2 by Frankfurt. Looking at the squad, Marvin Piringa scored the most goals, 18, Cienza with 15, 8 for Conte and even 6 for Diouf. But yeah, not a lot of offensive players other than Conte and Piringa getting contributions. That unfortunately is season 1 wrapped up. We have been relegated in the first season. I didn't want that to happen, but well, we cannot do anything about it. We must now rebuild from scratch in the second division. We are actually stacked with 27 million. I bet no other club in the second division has got that kind of money. As our first signing of season 2, we are going in for a new right back. because that is the position I identified we needed the most strengthening in. A 24-year-old Portuguese joining us, Pedro Malheiro, 12.5 million he cost us from Trabzonspor. And our second and final signing of Season 2 is going to be a talented centre-back of only 20 years of age. Coming in from Montpellier, it is Joel Ordóñez for 14 million. Both Ordóñez and Malheiro in the starting 11. We've now massively increased the quality in our back line. Müller in goal is roaring with me a little bit because he's only going down from here. Van Rey's up to a 75, Piering a 77. Kretzik needs to strap in. He's only 22 though. Cienza 26, 75. He's good. Andre Becker is finally old enough to get promoted to the senior team, as he's now season 2, and we've only finished in 4th place, which means we don't get promoted. We are only 4 points off Hertha in first, but we still miss out on promotion playoffs by 1 point. It is even more frustrating to see Kiel go up against Köln 2-0 on aggregate, because we could have been that team. The DFB Pokal goes to Dortmund over Bayern. We've been knocked out by Mainz in the second round. Marvin Piering has really delivered 25 goals for him, 15 for Cienza, 10 and 8 for Vanna, and 9 and 7 for left back Diouf, who is really offensive as it seems for a left back. I had, by the way, been looking for goalkeepers, and I found a couple, especially Jakob Schulze, 86 to 92 potential, 17 years old. He gets promoted to the senior team. I am disappointed by this season, 4th only in second Bundesliga. We will have to travel 1 more year in the lower divisions, but hopefully next season we can get promoted back up to the Bundesliga. I have found what could be Keylor Navas's regen. For our goalkeeper, he's half the age of Müller, the current goalkeeper, current number 1. And so we've signed Esteban Hidalgo on a free transfer. He's only 18. We still got around 11 million if we want to go in for another player. We've then gone on and sold Maximilian Breunig to Hamburg, a 25-year-old striker who's only 72 rated. I didn't see Kretzik developing that nicely on that left midfield spot. That's why I've gone in for a new man from Eintracht Frankfurt. It is Jean-Matteo Baoya, a 21-year-old. I've never signed him. He's only marginally higher rated than Kretzik, but he's younger. He's only 21, while Kretzik is 23. And of course, we have got some depth now. Kretzik goes into that left midfield on the bench. Baoya is, of course, a good signing here. Otherwise, I think with Hidalgo, we've also done a very good job. And that should propel us into the first Bundesliga. We've then also sold Kevin Müller, as we've now got a new keeper. He's over, and I have good news, as we have been promoted back to the Bundesliga in emphatic fashion as well. 13 points ahead of Schalke and Darmstadt. Darmstadt do win the relegation playoffs against Bochum and join us in the first Bundesliga actually. Wolfsburg win a wacky penalty shootout in the DFB Pokal final against Gladbach. We have been knocked out by Leverkusen on penalties. That was tight. I mean, this Marvin Piering guy, never heard of him, but he's really developed nicely into an 81 rated striker. He's only 27 as well. 26 goals for him, 21 for Baoya, who is up to a 79. 12 and 5 even, again, for left back Diouf. He's a goal machine from left back. Was about time we had a good season. Back to the Bundesliga. Let's try and keep ourselves up though this time. Now, we will need a new centre-back because Mainka is going to retire at the end of the season, the captain. Otherwise, I don't really see what to improve. Maybe Cienza in the upcoming seasons, but yeah, we have actually got a good squad. And getting promoted has actually given us 26 million, so a good chunk of money to spend. We've then gone on and sold both former youth academy player Aaron Hahn to Sparta Rotterdam, as well as Omar Hakhtar Traore, the former starter at right back, goes to Groningen for 4.7 million. Meaning after those sales we have around 33 million in our bank. Our big signing this summer is going to be at centre back. I've found just the right man for that job. A 23-year-old out-of-favor centre-back from PSG in Lucas Beraldo joining us for 27 million. His contract was well, upon our return to the Bundesliga, we've actually made a top 8 finish. 7th place that could give us European football if we're lucky. Bayern are the champions, clearly ahead of Leipzig, but we are 7th, which is great. The DFB Pokal goes to Bayern over Bielefeld. We've actually made the semi-finals before losing to Bielefeld from the 2nd division as well. Marvin Piering are still delivering up to an 83 now. 13 goals even for Cienza, 6 and 7 for Baoya, but I don't understand how we've done that well. I mean, yes, Piering has scored the goals, but otherwise we didn't really have goal scorers. 7-win Bundesliga, semi-finals of the DFB Pokal. The only way is up right now. We're actually in the Europa League in Season 5, which is crazy given we've only finished, 7th? I mean, at this stage, 19 million are not really helping us either. I mean, nothing against our striker, he's been absolutely superb, Pieringer. But I've got an opportunity now to sign an 18-year-old forward on the free agency list, and I just couldn't refuse. That's why I gone in for Liam Maas, 18 years old only. And the free agents don't stop there, as we found yet another one, a right midfielder who is right now not the starter, as Cienza is still higher rated. He might get loaned out in the first season. I've gone in for a 16-year-old Egyptian, maybe the Mohamed Salah region, who knows. Nader Abbas coming into Heidenheim. We've then proceeded to sell Luka Kerber, who goes to West Bromwich Albion, as he wanted to leave the club. We've actually struck a deal of gold that nearly bankrupted us. A new CDM coming into town. I've had to put the club captain, Jan Schöpner, into that deal, plus 20 million to get Lukas Gurnadwat. Looking at the squad right now, we have Dorsch, who is the captain, he's already 30, but Gurnadwat is his new partner, 80 overall at the age of 24. Cienza also up to an 80, so everyone in the whole squad is now at least 80 rated. Van Rees up in his own way, he's 22, 83 rated, Pieringer, 28, 83 rated. Baoya also 83, Beraldo 84, Diouf already 85. That is the end of Season 5 and we are a little bit in trouble. We have lost 2 positions compared to last season. On 52 points, only 1 point off Stuttgart in 7th, but we don't make progress right now. 13 wins, but 13 draws were too much. Bayern Munich with another Bundesliga over Borussia Dortmund, 5 points ahead of them. Bayer Leverkusen win the DFB Pokal over Dortmund. Here we've been knocked out in round 3 by Gladbach. Let's have a look at European competitions where Spurs win the Champions League in an all-English affair over Man City. We've actually been in the Europa League where we finished in 18th in the league phase. Went to the playoff round where we got defeated by Brighton though. In the end, it is Arsenal winning the Europa League over Sevilla, and the Conference League goes to Lazio over Leverkusen. We are looking at 28 goals once again by Marvin Pieringer. What a man. 11 goals for Cienza, 9 for Baoya, and 9 and 14 assists for 86 rated Paul Wanner. What a gem we've got on our hands there. A bit of a more mediocre season. Round 3 in the DFB Pokal, but only 9th in the Bundesliga. No European football next season. Another season, another free agent signing as we go in for an Austrian this time. He's 21, already in his 80s rating-wise. Coming in from the free agency list, it is Dieter Fritz for €0 to Heidenheim. Now hear me out, guys. I've made a big executive decision to bring in a German midfielder and swap out the captain of the club. You have to make those ruthless decisions from time to time. And so we've brought in Florian Schmidt from Girona for 40 million plus Niklas Dorsch. We were then a little bit short on midfielders, and that's why I brought in a new number 10 as a rotational option. By the name of Mika Bauer from the free agency list, a German as well. Of course, I didn't really show you that, but we've sold Joel Ordóñez to Frankfurt after signing, where is he? Of course, Dieter Fritz on a free. 20s, that's why we got another 20. 3rd place this season, 68 points. 11 points behind Bayern, but we will play Champions League football next season in, what will it be, season 7 I think. The DFB Pokal goes to Bayern over Frankfurt on penalties. Here we've made the quarterfinals before getting clearly knocked out by Bayern. Bayern also win actually the Champions League, so they've actually made a treble. Wow, over Barcelona. Liverpool win the Europa League over Galatasaray, and the Conference League goes to Standard Liège from Belgium over Sevilla. This season we are looking at 23 goals by Pieringa, 21 by Cienza, and 17 and 10 for Baoya, with 10 goals for Vanna. Great stats. Now we've done a terrific job in season 6, third in the Bundesliga, quarterfinals of the Cup. Next season we are back in Europe, back with a bang, because we play Champions League football. So it's the start of the season, and we have replaced our right back, Pedro Malheiro, with a new right back, a 19-year-old regen, coming from PSG. It is Simon Krupa joining us for 25 million plus Pedro Malheiro from the French Giants. After signing Krupa, we have then made a big move, an actual couple of moves. Esteban Hidalgo goes to Frankfurt for 46 million, and Leo Cienza, who is already 31, goes to Dortmund for 50 million. A big chunk of money we got in there. However, as Abbas is still not highly enough rated, I've loaned him out for another season, and we have to look to get a better right midfielder, I presume. On the other hand, in the goalkeeping spot, we have Youth Academy talent Schulze, who I'm going to trust this season. He's 21 now, 80 rated, an exciting prospect. Still a lot of growth left. Hidalgo's growth, the one we sold, the Keylor Navas region, his growth was really lacking behind. We have got our biggest budget yet, 112 million, which is massive. I have made a first move on that market, and it is not for a right midfielder. It is actually for a CDM, because I saw that Lucas Gurnadwad was lagging behind as well. He's 81 rated, granted, but he was already 26. Then I found a better option in Alexander Pavlovic, coming in from Chelsea for 55 million plus Lucas Gurnadwad in return. Instead of spending the, 50 million we still got in our budget, I've actually decided to bring Nader Abbas back to the club. He has an important squad role, so hopefully he gets the minute. He's only 79 rated, but he's only 18 as well, so I thought let's give him a try. If it doesn't work out, then next season we buy a proper right midfielder. At the halfway point of the season, we are sitting in 5th place, 8 points behind Bayern Munich in 1st. We are still in a Champions League race though, only 1 point of Frankfurt and 3 of 2nd place Leverkusen. And in the Champions League we finish in 11th place, which means that we go to the playoff round, 4 wins, 4 losses. In the playoffs then we face LOS Lille from France. It's the first leg away from home at the Stade Pierre-Mauroy against Lille, and we lose actually. Haraldsson and Zarawi put us behind, even though Pavlovic put us ahead. It is all or nothing already at the Foyt Arena at home against Lille, and it's only a 2-2 draw, which means we are out at the playoff stage. A bit painful, I have to say. It went to extra time, but we got knocked out through a goal by Aubert. At the end of season 7, we are in 3rd position, 67 points, once again 3rd. 20 wins, 7 draws, 7 losses. Very good. Well done, boys. We are in the Champions League once again. The DFB Pokal goes to Leverkusen over Dortmund. Here we've actually been knocked out in the semi-finals by Dortmund. In the end, the Champions League goes to Real Madrid over PSG, the Europa League to Lyon from France over Brighton, and the Conference League to Arsenal over Ajax. We are looking at 24 goals by Marvin Pieringa, who is up to an 88 overall, 83 rated Abbas with 17 goals for him. 89 rated João Mateo Baioia with 17 and 12 as well. I mean, it is no question about it. It is good that we've confirmed ourselves in the top 4, but I wanted to push a little bit further than the playoff round in the Champions League. That can come then in Season 8. So at the start of Season 8, we've already made one incredible transfer out. Marvin Pieringa has left us. He's now 31, and he will only go down from here. Looked at his development plan, so that is where we could get the most money. Aston Villa bid 135 million for him. Great money. which now stacks our budget up to 200 million. Crazy. And I didn't buy Mas for nothing either, because he has potential to be special. He's now our striker. Abbas, of course, the right midfielder. I'm going to confirm him again, because he's had an extremely good season last year. Mas was scoring goals for Leipzig as well, so that is great. Maybe I improve the centre-back spot, but that I'm not so sure about yet. First, we go in for a big new centre-back from Manchester United. He's only 23 and already nearly 90 rated. It is Frank Cisse coming in from Man United for 137 million. Next up, we bring in a rotational winger in a swap deal for our centre-back, Fritz. The Austrian goes out for Cameron Lyons to step in, 40 million. He cost us, plus of course Fritz from Osasuna. We've then again made some money for selling both Tim Ziersleben and Frank Feller, two of the OGs, for about 10 million, both of them combined. And the third and final player we bring in comes from Portugal. A new striker, backup striker, as I said. We've made a whole lot of swap deals, and this is just another one. Robinho Vaz from Vitória in Portugal for 24 million, plus Kaufmann, our backup striker so far. With the likes of Cisse, 23.89, and Vaz, 24.80, we've really stepped our game up. The one thing I've done is loan Lyons out for at least another half a season, because I want Abbas to grow a little bit more. Otherwise, Lyons is going to take all the game time of the season. We are in 17th position in the Champions League phase, which means that we are qualified in the playoff round, where we will face Brighton. In the Bundesliga, we are once again in our preferred spot, third position, 6 points behind Bayern, 8 behind Dortmund, and 3 ahead of Leipzig. We are at home for the first leg against Brighton at Void Arena, and we win 2-1 coming from behind. Arda Güler playing for Brighton, but we score through Bayoya and Vanna. Second leg at the Amex Stadium. It's called differently here, but we either way win 2-1 coming from behind once again. Abbas and Vanna giving us the win. Next up, we play AC Milan at home at the Fifa Arena in the round of 16, and we come away with a 2-2 draw after being down 2-0. That is what you call character. Kretzig and Bayoya. It's the second leg away from home, a clutch match away to Milan. Can we withhold the pressure here? Yes, it's a mass winner in the 89th minute. Bayoya gave us the lead, Guyon, and we knock out the big team that are AC Milan. In the quarterfinals, we face Real Madrid, in which is going to be an absolute bloodbath. Away at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, we have got a great squad. Can we compete in Madrid? Yes, we actually win. Abbas with the only goal of the game in the 50th minute. The big prize money question is, do we hold on? Will we hold on against the big giants from Madrid? No, we won't. We lose 4-2 at home. We already conceded the first minute, then again through Mbappe in the 41st, and we lose 4-2 on aggregate, 4-3 on aggregate, 4-2 on the night. And so another season is over, and another time we are in third position. 11 points ahead of Stuttgart, but also 2 points behind Dortmund and 12 behind Bayern Munich, the champions. We have, however, won the DFB Pokal, defeating Bayern Munich, winning our first trophy of this rebuild. The Champions League in the end goes to Liverpool over Dortmund. Villarreal win the Europa League over Fiorentina. And the Conference League goes to Crystal Palace. Wow, over Young Boys as well. That is quite an incredible final. That is what you love to see. Jean-Matteo Bayoya with 34 goals and 12 assists, 46 goal contributions in 56 appearances. 24 goals for Mas, who is of course the striker. He's also delivered. 16 and 14 for Vanna, who is up to a 92. In a row we are in third position, but we have won the DFB Pokal and reached the quarterfinals of the Champions League, which is already a massive dub. Hopefully next season we can go those 1 or 2 steps further to either challenge for the league title on one hand, but also challenge for the Champions League. We do have 80 million in Season 9 to find new players. And I would say the only position where I want to improve is the centre-back position, because granted, both Krupa and Abbas are 86 rated, but they are only 20 and 21 years of age, whilst Beraldo is already 28. I might just replace him in some kind of a swap deal. I don't know yet. And so, as it is a tradition in this video, I've once again made a swap deal happen. Between two centre-backs, Giorgio Scalvini coming in, Lucas Beraldo going out, no money involved. It's the only change we make to that team. He's the same age than Beraldo, but 2 overall higher, which is a lot at this level. Krupa still keeps his right-back spot, Abbas on the right midfield spot. Diouf also still the starter, but Paul is not far behind. He's only 23 and he's 85 rated as well. So one to keep an eye on. I'm not going to make Mas captain though. I'm gone on, however, and sold Julian Nijhuis to Schalke for 2.2 million, which means we need another CDM. And so we've signed our first real player for real money without it being a swap deal. A new CDM for the bench only. It's an exciting prospect. He's only 21. A Turkish player in Umut Bulut. 66 million he cost us from Liverpool. Bulut is of course a big upgrade on Niehaus, the one who was there before. The bench is now looking much better. Everyone in their 80s here at the top. Vaz and Lyons as well, who returned from loan. Bauer is the only one who is 72 rated only. But yes, otherwise this team is absolutely wild. Then we are actually in first place after 20 games. 47 points, 14 wins and only 1 loss all season long. 3 ahead of Bayern. And we even finished in first place in the Champions League phase. 6 wins, 2 draws, 0 losses, 7 goals conceded only, 20 points. And so in the round of 16 we face PSV, the Dutch powerhouse, away from home in the first leg. And we come away with a 3-2 win. Mas with a hat-trick actually, our striker. Second leg at home this time. Can we confirm our spot in the quarters? Yes, 3-2 win, 6-4 on aggregate. It was quite tight, but we do win both legs. It is the quarterfinals and we face Villarreal this time. First away from home, Estadio de la Ceramica, and we come away with a 3-0 win. Schmidt, Paoya and Lyons with the goals. It's the return leg at home. Can we confirm our spot in the semis as well? Yes, it's a 5-1 win on aggregate, 2-1 on the night. Maz and Abbas with the goals. Now an even more surprising semi-final tie facing Brighton. First at home on the 27th of April, and we come away with a 2-1 win brace by Vanna. That is why we've won. Arda Güler for Brighton. I think we faced them before because Arda already scored against us before. Here it is then, the decisive one to get into the Champions League final away at Brighton, and we win 2-1, Mas with a brace, securing us that spot in the UCL final. 4-2 on aggregate, we dispatch Brighton. And in the Champions League final we face Arsenal, which is I think our first ever meeting in such a Champions League final on my channel. We also win our first Bundesliga title, only losing 2 games all season long. Bayern lost 6, but were only 2 points behind. We had a lot of draws. Still won the league by 2 points. At the start of the season, we lost the Super Cup to Bayern, but we've won the DFB Pokal over Leverkusen in the final. What an achievement. We could actually make it a treble once again. Looking at the goals, we have Liam Mas with 42, 18 and 15 for Baoya. But Liam Mas, 42 goals is crazy. I feel like I didn't give it the recognition it deserves. 17 and 19 for Vanna, who is up to a 94 overall, and 13 goals for Abbas. However, now it is time for Heidenheim against Arsenal at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, the Real Madrid Stadium. Here we are. This is our number 10, Paul Vanna, and he starts us off with a ball into Baoya against the blue of Arsenal. This is Mas. We could create something here. Early doors, and we nearly go ahead after 4 minutes. Wow. This is Tillman into Yildiz. Kenan Yildiz playing for them, as well as Patrick Dorgu, who looks for Tillman. Again, Malik Tillman turning a defender. He must be one of their best players. Tillman already under pressure here. This is Julian Alvarez and Zubimendi. And keeper Schulze with a good save. Still Arsenal though with another shot. Another save by Schulze. Pass into Vanna, looking back for Baoya. We play some beautiful football here on the edge of the box. Vanna again with the shot from distance. And it hits the crossbar and goes out. Great tackle by Schmidt, not for the first time today. This is Schmidt, our CDM, going forward. We've only scored. Schmidt, 1-0. He's gone for it. He's tackled in the midfield and then he's gone for it. He's been one of our best players so far in this game. And here he brings us ahead in the 39th minute. Arsenal want to respond right away. Saka gets the better of Diouf, goes back, still Saka into Tillman. Tillman, not from distance, goes back to Saka again, going inside the box. Wow, what a play! Somehow we survived this. Saka looking to go inside, up against Diouf, going back for Mainu. Two Manchester United players in real life here playing for Arsenal in this save. But here we go on the counter. Can we send Maas away? Not really. That is difficult for him to go on a run from there. Looks for Abbas, who has been absolutely sleeping, but then gets past Dorgu somehow. What a play by Abbas after being asleep. And here, we nearly created a second goal-scoring opportunity. Careful, here goes Alvarez. Still Alvarez. Playing for Arsenal as well. What a team they've got. And here they could have scored. They can still score. And somehow that is not in. Somehow we have survived that as well. Arsenal pushing forward with all they've got. We haven't even made any substitutions. Here is Dorgu. Now Alvarez, careful. Oh my God, they could have scored there. Paul comes on for Diouf. And what else could we do? We don't bring on, maybe we bring off Schmidt because he's had a terrific performance. And also Lyons comes on for Baoya. Oh, Pavlovic loses the ball in a difficult spot. You cannot lose it there. This is Mainu. Careful, Arsenal up the tempo here in the last few minutes. This is Saka again. He's been fairly quiet so far. Maybe not now. As Arsenal get a shot off, we block it in the last instance. But it's still not over. Saka, 89 minutes in. Will Arsenal score? This is a great save by Schulze. Well done, lads. You look at all of them celebrating with the goalkeeper. They know, they absolutely do know. A match-winning save that might have been. It's one of the last actions of the game. Corner kick. We smash our bodies in there. It's only 1 minute of extra time. The fans are already celebrating. But it's not over yet. One final corner. This is Saka. Takes it inside, gets a deflection, but Schulze collects it, and that's it. It's been a highly dramatic Champions League final. But in the end, we prevail. 1-0 winners in an extremely tactical battle. It's really felt like 3 games in one. Schmidt with the only goal of the game. It's been such a tough battle, such a fight to get through this game. Arsenal were pushing all the way. Then we were countering. Then Arsenal were pushing again. It's really been, how do you say that? I'm really exhausted. That's how you can call it, I think. But yes, lads, I hope you enjoyed it. This tough battle in the final. It's been a great rebuild. We've won everything. We've won the treble. Let's not forget about that. And now we are lifting the Champions League trophy. If you enjoyed it, then please, by all means, press a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also tell me in the comments what else you'd like to see in the future. As now I'm going to leave you alone with the celebrations. Pavlovic lifting the Champions League for Heidenheim. It's been Sombrero. Have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time. I'm out.